The descendants of Kanakas, a Hawaiian word for young man, gathered on the shores of Moreton Bay today, where the first boatload of islanders was forced to work in the sugarcane fields. Colin Torreira, who has Islander and Aboriginal Mununjali blood, says they were not celebrating slavery, just survival.
The fact is this happened, and the past is something we can't change but we can learn from, so why not make something positive out of it and celebrate this history? And so I look at it like very similar to NAIDOC, because that's where a lot of emotions flow and you get a lot of stuff out of you. So I think that's very important to human beings worldwide, to have a form of celebration.
It was a day of dancing, food and arts and crafts, while elders passed on stories to the younger generations. 80-year-old Auntie Joyce Lee, one of the remaining first-generation South Sea Islanders, spoke of how her father was blackbirded from Vanuatu.
My dad, he came from Tanner Island. He told us the story how he was lured on the boats with fake jewellery. You know, they took jewellery onto the island and showed the Kanaka people on the island that if they wanted more, they only had to come out to the boat. And this is the story my dad used to tell us. And then when they got their quota or the amount of people they wanted on boat, they would just pull up anchor and then they sailed, and he was put to work in the cane fields in Bundaberg.
Over the following 150 years, South Sea Islanders moved from slave labour to lawyers, doctors and high-profile rugby league players such as the Tallises, Barbers, Yowies and Meningas. But Colin Torreira says the younger generations shouldn't forget the past.
So all these Queenslanders who've got such big names, and it's wonderful. And to see, I mean, there's one of my nephews here, he's only a young lad in his early 20s. He's studying civil engineering. Wow, to me that's a blowout, that's a buzz. But I said to him, listen boy, always carry these stories. No matter how high you get up there, remember where you come from, remember who you are. It's so important to carry the stories.
The 150th commemorations will continue all next week. David Little, NITV News, Brisbane.